Research has shown that the fastest way to become happier is by becoming more grateful. By the end of this video, you'll understand that this is the truth because I'll be giving you 3 different scientific studies that all point in this direction, and I'll also be giving you the complete guide to becoming more grateful. I'll be showing you exactly how you can do that. But before we get into the video, my name is Andrew, and if you want to become self-disciplined without motivation, then click the first link in the description and there's a free guide on how to do that. And if you enjoy the video at any point, then make sure you like and subscribe because I do videos every single day. But let's get right into the video, and I'll start it off with a quote. "All you need are these: certainty of judgment in the present moment, action for the common good in the present moment, and an attitude of gratitude in the present moment for anything that comes your way." Marcus Aurelius. When I think of gratitude, I think of it as a way of living. And the first thing that comes to my mind is mindfulness when I think of gratitude. And it's probably because of their Buddhist origins, but it's also because they're similar for 2 different reasons. First of all, they all talk about the present moment. Both in mindfulness and in gratitude, it's all about the present moment. And also, it's about appreciating what you have in the present moment and not wanting more, and more. And those are 2 lessons that are really important, which is why I love both mindfulness and gratitude. You see, feeling and expressing gratitude in our life shifts our focus. What we focus on completely changes when we start becoming grateful. As Tom Bilyeu said, know that what you focus on steps into the spotlight and shines. And this compensates for our brain's natural tendency to focus on things that are a threat to us or focus on things that are worrying us. You see, nowadays we can get as much negative information that most people used to have in their lifetime. And that's thanks to social media and the news. We can now check the news and hear about 5 different murders that if you were lived 200 years ago, you never would have had to deal with that much threat or worry in your life. You see, focusing on gratitude, shift your focus on the positive things like love, joy, and fulfillment, and shifts your focus away from the negative things like danger and anxiety and sadness. But let's dive into some scientific proof, not poop. And I'll be giving you 3 different scientific experiments that prove that gratitude increases happiness. The world's leading expert on gratitude is called Dr. Robert Emmons, and he's a professor at the University of California. Dr. Emmons did this huge scientific experiment where he got almost 200 undergraduates or university students and he split them up into 3 groups. One group was told to write diaries on things that they're grateful on, to dwell on the things that they're grateful on in the day. One group was told to dwell on neutral things in the day, things that didn't really make them feel anything. And the 3rd group were told to dwell on negative things, things that made them angry or things that they were annoyed about or things that they were jealous about. And at the end of the 10 weeks, they got all of this information and they grouped it together, and what they found was the group that was writing how grateful they were, they ended up being more positive about the future. They were more optimistic about the week that was upcoming, and they even did things like exercised a lot more than the other 2 groups. But what they found was that the mood of the group that had written how grateful they were once a week, their mood hadn't increased permanently. So when they considered this, they went on to the 2nd scientific experiment, and they thought maybe we're not asking them to be grateful enough. So what they did is for 2 weeks, they told the grateful group to write a diary every single day for 2 weeks. And then, again, they collected their results. And at the end of the 2 weeks of journaling every single day, the results were incredible. The people that had journaled every day, they felt a significant increase in their mood. And they also found themselves doing more things like doing random acts of service, like helping someone out for no reason. It was just incredible. The amount that the people that journaled every single day for 2 weeks, the amount that their happiness increased was incredible. But the 3rd experiment, they wanted to take it a step further. They wanted to see if being grateful could have any long-term health benefits. And this was the 3rd experiment. So what they did was they got 65 elderly people who had a neuromuscular disease, and they split them up into 2 groups. One group would journal and write down things that they're grateful for every single day, and the other group was a control group. They just had to write down what they were feeling every day, and they weren't given any specific instructions. And after the 21-day period, the results were even more shocking than the group before. The group that journaled every single day with the neuromuscular disease, they found themselves so much more grateful. They found themselves in a positive mood twice as much as they were previously compared to the negative moods. And to make sure this wasn't a placebo, or this wasn't just, I don't know, so to make it more scientific, they asked the people around the people with neuromuscular disease. They asked them what they felt about the people with neuromuscular disease, and the wives of the people with the neuromuscular disease that wrote the journal about gratitude, they said that they were so much more optimistic, and both of their lives were improved. So if you want to improve your long-term health, then you should start writing a journal, because what they found is the main thing that changed was the amount of sleep and the quality of sleep that the people got. The people that wrote the journal about gratitude every single day, their sleep was improved because they reported that they were no longer worried or anxious or angry about the day. They were just content and happy, compared to the group that didn't journal about gratitude. They were normal. They went to bed with worries on their mind and they struggled to sleep. So the main difference that gratitude does for the long-term health benefits, this isn't just the happiness benefits, but it will improve your quality of sleep dramatically. So in summary, being grateful improves your life in actually quite a short period of time. It only takes a couple weeks of journaling every day, and that only takes 5 minutes to start seeing the benefits, to be more optimistic, to focus on the good things in life, to ignore the negative things and understand that's just the way that life is. And if you want to have the health benefits, you should journal for around 2 to 3 months. Right. Journaling has a huge benefit on your life. I hope that you've understood that. But when I was doing research for this video, I found that every single post, every single piece of information that it talked about being more grateful, they ended up giving you 12 or 13 different ways to become more grateful. And that's just stupid. I realized at this point that most people that write or do YouTube videos, they don't care whether you guys, the viewers, get results. They only care about sounding good. But no, I told myself that I wasn't going to publish this video until I found the best way to become grateful, a way that you can actually implement in your life, a way that doesn't take so long, a way that only takes 5 minutes every single day. And I found it, and it's called the 5-minute journal. And if you want to buy the 5-minute journal, then there's a link in the description. But there's 6 different aspects to this 5-minute journal that you should include in your life. And by the way, this is the journal that Tim Ferriss uses, the huge blogger. He uses this journal every single day, and he says that it increases happiness by 100%. Now, I can't promise that, but I will go through the 6 different things that this journal has. And if you don't want to buy the book, which I completely understand, it's around $20, then you can do it for completely free. And I'll be telling you exactly how you can do that. And the first thing that this journal has is motivational quotes. At the start of every single day, it will give you a quote just to increase your motivation and get you started on the day. But if you don't want to do that, then there's this Chrome extension that I used called New Tab Motivational Quotes, and there's a link for that in the description, completely free. And when you open a new tab, it'll give you a little quote that will inspire you throughout the day. If you want to replace your Facebook newsfeed with an inspiring quote, then you can get the extension on Chrome called Newsfeed Eradicator for Facebook. And what this does is you can alter your Facebook feed to remove everything so you won't get distracted, and it'll replace it with an inspiring quote, so that if by out of habit you go to Facebook, you read the quote and you'll get off it and get back to work. And the third thing, there's this app called Daily Quote of the Day, completely free on iPhones. I'm not sure if it's on Android, but what it does is every single day it will give you a notification for a daily quote, so you can remind yourself to be inspired and to crush every single day. So that's the first thing that this journal has, an inspiring quote. Now on to number 2. And the second thing that this journal has is gratitude. You see, a great life comes from great questions, which is why I love asking myself the question, what are you grateful of? Because again, as I've mentioned before, this shifts the focus on the positive things in life. And I'm going to use this time to remind you, no matter how much you pride yourself on being a logical man, if you want to have the benefits from being grateful, you can't just logically be grateful. You can't just say, oh, I've got a nicer car than my brother, I'm grateful for that. Or you can't just say, I've got more money than 99% of the population, so I'm grateful for that. No, you can't logically do this. If you want to see the benefits of being grateful, you've got to feel it. You've got to feel it deep down in your heart. So keep searching for things that you feel grateful for, not logically, but emotionally. And the third thing this journal has is the question, what would make today great? If you've ever heard of the reticular activation system, then this is what this does. And if you don't know what it is, then the reticular activating system is the lens that you perceive reality through. It's the reason why anorexic people only focus on the evidence that proves that they're overweight, and they ignore the evidence that proves that they're underweight. The reticular activating system is the core belief that you have that dictates the way that you perceive evidence in your life. If you think that you're the best person, or you think that you're good looking, then you're only going to see the evidence in life that proves that you are good looking. If you walk down the street, you make eye contact with a girl and you smile at them, you're going to assume that they think that you're good looking. Or if you don't think that you're good looking, when you go through that same interaction, you smile at a girl as you walk past the street, you're going to assume that she's smiling because she's having a good day. The reticular activating system has such a huge impact on the way that you view your life. And by asking yourself the question, what would make today great? You're shifting your reticular activating system on the things that you can do that would make your life great, the things that you want to believe that would make your day amazing. So ask yourself in the morning, what would make today great? And number 4, write down in the evening 3 amazing things that happened today. They did this huge experiment where they studied 12,000 diary entries from 238 employees in 7 different companies. Mind blank. And what they found was that the best time to celebrate the wins was in the evening. And this is what they found in their study. Employees who experienced consistently positive emotions, strong motivation, and favorable perceptions of their organization were those who celebrated the small wins. In their own words, our research inside companies revealed that the best way to motivate people day in and day out is by facilitating progress, even small wins. So celebrate the book recommendation you got from your friend. Celebrate how smooth your drive to work was. Celebrate that time that you got a coffee and the barista remembered how you like your cappuccino. Celebrate the small wins, because if you focus on the small wins, you'll realize that there's more small wins in your life. You see, this is a quote from Gary Vee.
I just really like positivity and good.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Right? We need more in the world. If we have
ready for this? We have way more positivity and light. It's just not loud.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We don't need more of it in the world. We need it to be louder.
And finally, every single day in the evening, ask yourself, what could I have done better today? And this is something that Benjamin Franklin did. He'd asked himself, what good had I done today? What good have I done today? And how can I do better tomorrow? It's this constant self-improvement that will get you where you want to be. Improving by 1% every single day, and you'll have this huge compound interest where over time, you'll be amazing. You'll get to where you want to be if you improve every single day. Now, I know that this video is going a bit of a tangent, but I just thought when I'm talking about the 5-minute journal, I just tell you what I did every single day. And remember, if you want the 5-minute journal, then there's a link in the description. Or you can just do it completely free with the details and the methods that I've just outlined for you. But remember, the whole point about this video is to be grateful. And to be more grateful, the main thing is just focus on being grateful in every single day. Set time out of your day to let yourself be grateful, because as Tom Bilyeu again says, you get what you focus on. So focus on what you want. So if you want to be happy, focus on being grateful. And it's literally just by setting out a chunk of time every single day and say, I'm going to be grateful just during this time period, that your brain will start to rewire itself to naturally be more grateful. But that's it from me, guys. Remember, if you want to become more self-disciplined, the quickest way without motivation, then click the link in the description or go to andrewkirby.net/secrets. But that's it from me. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. See ya.